It's Comp 92.3 where Vegas rocks. It's Sylvia, and I have Hardy on Zoom with me today.
What's up?
How are you?
I'm good. I'm doing great. I'm sorry. I'm like in the bedroom of my bus, so I don't have a super glamorous background for you today, but we're making
No,
it.
that's fine. First off, congratulations on your baby girl. First
Thank you.
first time papa?
First time it's been she's just been like so easy. It's kind of just not fair. And all I can think about
Those
is like
are
our
rare.
next one is gonna be terrible. But she like if you read a book about like what like when a baby is supposed to eat and sleep and poop and cry, and it's just she just does everything by the book. We're just so thankful.
She sounds like the best baby in the world. That's very rare.
That's what we've heard.
Do you feel like now being a father that might influence a little bit of your songwriting?
Yeah, definitely. It's not gonna keep. It's not in the way that it's gonna like make me less abrasive or anything like that. That just has to be is what it is. But yeah, I think like some dad songs will come out eventually. I don't ever like to force things. So like I can honestly say that my next record, like I'm not just slapping a dad song on the next record just because I had a kid. I want the idea to be like good and special and like you know what I mean. So but
Mhm.
they'll come for sure. But it,
Yeah.
it definitely will.
Even if it takes like, a record or two, it has to come from
Yeah.
the heart. I feel like that's how your writing style is anyway.
Yeah, most of it for sure. I mean, I'm just thankful that I've had enough ideas throughout a record cycle to like, put a new record together. I always have that fear after one comes out. I'm like, well, what do I do now? But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, most of the stuff is just, I guess you would say from the heart or just big like aha moments, I guess, that are just sort of scattered throughout the course of a couple of years. And thankfully they've continued to come. So I hope that they keep doing that.
Awesome. So you're going to be in town May 23rd, bringing the Jim Bob World Tour to T-Mobile Arena in Vegas. But tonight you're performing at the Grand Ole Opry.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm actually here right now.
100th celebration. Like, how crazy is that?
It's crazy, and it's
That
my
seems like
first time. My debut is tonight. I've never played it before.
really.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just somehow I've never played it, so this is my debut. So I'm here early, getting some work done, and it's amazing. I'm incredibly, I'm just really excited. My family's here, but actually my in-laws are also in town, and it's just crazy that I've never played it before. All of my friends have, and everybody has, but I'm just it's my turn, and I'm just really excited.
Does having your family there and then your in-laws there watch you perform, does that kind of like give you a little bit of like pressure or like extra nerves?
Only because there's a lot of them.
Okay.
I love them to death. I do, but it's always just like for some reason, like kind of getting closer to showtime, I just like to for it to be calm and quiet sometimes,
Sure.
and so I have to find times where I'm like, all right, guys, I love y'all, but y'all, let's go enjoy the show. Let's get out of here and give me a moment of peace. But
Yeah.
no, on a serious note, no pressure from them. I just feel the love from them. The situation comes with a little pressure of just your first time and just wanting to do a great job for the strangers, the people that I don't know.
Yeah. Do you feel like when you started out, like, did you feel like you would ever have moments like this?
I don't think so because when I moved to Nashville, I moved here just to be a songwriter, and so if you zoom all the way out or go all the way back to that moment, I would never in a million years have thought that I would even be an artist, and that would be an artist that's credible or whatever enough to play the Opry, let alone the other stages I've gotten to play on. So it's always moments like these are always very surreal because being an artist was technically not a part of my plan, at least not until 8 years into my Nashville journey. And yeah, so these moments are always kind of like pinch me moments.
Yeah. And you've had such a huge couple of years just blending rock and country. Um, are you always trying to find to like push the boundaries or like how is all that?
I think that once I guess you would say got like the courage, or just once I kind of figured out who I was as an artist, it almost became less pressure. Like I don't feel like I don't feel like I had this chip on my shoulder where I had to like keep pushing and keep pushing. I just I've kind of hit a point where I'm like, this is my sound and this is my music, and this is just who I am, So Quit is the only like full rock record that I've done, and my next record is a little leaning more a little like more country, but um I don't know. I just feel like once I've discovered that sound, it came a lot more natural, and that alone took a few years to kind of figure out. And it's just like being a person, it takes a little bit of time to kind of get all the kinks out, or just figure out who you are. And I think it's the same as an artist.
And when you finally found that sound where you're like, oh, this just feels right.
I think so. I think that it was kind of a gradual thing for me. I had a song on my debut record called Boots, and that was like the first song that kind of had like a breakdown in it. And I was like, I don't know what people are going to think about this. And then we played it live, and like that was the biggest song of the night. It was bigger than like One Beer, which was actually like a hit, like on the radio. And it was, I was like, okay, well that's my favorite song, and I guess it's like the fans' favorite song. So then I did um Sold Out, and like Sold Out kind of that was like a very boundary pushing for me, and the fans like ate it up, and I think that was like an indicator for me. It was like, okay, this is what I want to do, and clearly like it's working and the people love it, and so let's just go for it. And that's kind of where I am today.
And new metal was it was really big with you when you were growing up. Can you tell me like who your Mount Rushmore or like the big four of new metal
Oh,
for you?
yeah, totally. I'm
I
gonna
want to hear
go
yours. I want to hear yours because I'll tell you mine to see if we're on the same page.
big four bands.
Yeah.
Okay. Not Limp Bizkit
Okay.
to me is like that's just hard to beat. Linkin Park. Um hmm,
It's
Man,
hard. It's hard. It's
those two
tough.
are easy, and then after that I don't know. Um Man, I don't know why, but the POD is was like a huge for my personal new metal journey. I've got to say that like POD is like super up there for me.
You got one more.
Um Ooh, that's so tough. Do we count Corn? Is Corn technically new metal, or was that pre new
I
metal?
no, I think it is new metal.
And
So my big four would be Limp Bizkit, Linkin Park, Deftones, and Corn.
okay, so Deftones is
I
that's a tough one for me because I'm the only person in the world that I feel like White Pony is not my favorite Deftones record, and so I feel like ashamed, and everybody's like, "You're not a real Deftones fan." I do love Deftones, but yeah, that's a better list. But POD for me,
POD, yeah. I mean, you can't deny that they were part of that
they
sound too.
yeah, absolutely. I remember when MTV had like do you remember like Buzzworthy and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff?
Mm-hmm.
They had In the End was the first Linkin Park song I ever heard. That was like kind of I think their first big push. But then obviously like the whole Hybrid Theory record is like amazing. But that song was competitive with Alive by um POD, and they were both like doing the buzzword worthy like MTV thing at the same time. So I discovered them at the same time.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay. That's fair enough. And you've collaborated with so many people. I mean, you have Morgan Wallen to Fred Durst to Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre. Like, is there anybody else that you want to collaborate with? I mean, not even in like the rock world or country world.
I want to do a really cool like duet with like a female.
Okay.
I think it would be cool to do some with somebody. I've done like stuff with I've done duets in the country format, but I'd love to bring in like a pop artist or just something very unassuming. I think would be cool. Maybe not even in the rock space, but I don't even know what the song would be yet. But I just would
Mhm.
love to have a cool um love song, maybe not a love, maybe a hate song, just something. But with a girl, I haven't done that yet, like in the pop space, and I've really been dying to do that.
Do you have anyone in mind? Just off the top.
There's a lot of really cool chicks out there right now. Chappell Roan is amazing. That I mean, everybody loves her. What's the new girl? She's not that new, but Lola Young, is that her name? Lola.
Yeah.
She's
Cause I'm
got the
too
song
messy.
that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's Lola Young. Yeah.
She's cool. I've actually got to be friends with Lana Del Rey, and she would be a cool collaboration. Just
Yeah.
somebody in that space of just cool and weird and different would be neat. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah. And one more question before I let you go. I heard that you were into ghost hunting. And
Kind of.
I
Yeah.
need to know, like, how did you get into ghost hunting?
Well, I it's not really ghost hunting. I just had a really crazy like paranormal activity event at my house that I will forever be a believer. But and since then like had to like go out there and do it like sage this house. Basically, I long story short, like I collect Native American artifacts. I love doing that, and I've been a collector. Like I go find them and I brought some home like just any other day once, and some crazy stuff started happening at my house, and chairs started getting thrown across the floor. Uh, I don't know, just lot of freaky things started going on. I had a big scratch across my mirror and all that. Many other things, but those were some of the big things. And we had to have we had to sage like our entire house and open all the doors and tell it to get out and cast it out and all that stuff. So, but uh I have not been on like an official ghost hunt, but I'm a 100% believer. I totally believe that there's something going on out there. And yeah, if you have any suggestions, let me know because that sounds fun.
All right. So thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me. And you know, Zach Baggins Haunted Museum is in town, so you can come on and visit there. But you're gonna
Everybody says I look like him too, so maybe we I need to
that's
go
a
meet
new
him and take
thing.
a picture. Yeah.
I saw that. But again, it's in Vegas, so you can stop on by. May 23rd, T-Mobile Arena. You're bringing the Jim Bob World Tour to Vegas, so we cannot wait to see you. Thank you so much for taking the time, and I hope your performance tonight is just top notch.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it, and I'm very stoked to come to Vegas. So we'll see you there.